Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's the weekend, so let's do the whole doggone thing. Saturday, the 17th day of June, World Juggling Day, World Day to Combat Desertification and Drought, National Mascot Day. Hey, I used to be a mascot. So I've been a mascot twice where I was like actually hired to be a mascot. And that is a fun job. Global Garbage Man Day, National Cherry Tart Day, Apple Strudel Day, Eat Your Veggies Day, and National Root Beer Day. Also, World Croc Day. I'm wearing some Crocs.
Oh, my gosh.
Right now, Heidi is not a fan of my Crocs.
Not even a little.
Sunday, the 18th of June, National Wanna Get Away Day, International Sushi Day, World Sustainable Gastronomy Day, National Turkey Lovers Day, National Splurge Day, National Go Fishing Day, and something else. What is it? Father's Day. Yeah, it's Father's Day weekend. Coming up later in the program, we're going to visit with Jordan Goodman. He is America's Money Answers Man. We're going to chat with him coming up.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's more important than ever to have a better credit card. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. While they are being promoted around the world as crucial weapon in reducing carbon emissions, solar panels typically have a lifespan of only about 25 years. Experts say billions of panels eventually all need to be disposed of and replaced.
I didn't know that.
So they're calling for urgent government action to prevent a looming global environmental disaster to come in the future. They're saying that the Renewable Energy Agency is who's saying this. It's going to be a waste mountain in 2050 unless we get recycling chains going now.
Yikes.
More and more solar panels are being produced, but at this point, there's no real plan to deal with the waste when they're no longer usable. One company says they hope to eventually be able to extract and reuse 99% of the unit's components. I would say get on that now, because if these things are going to no longer be working and you can say, hey, I'll take them for free, go through and fix all the stuff and then be able to sell them by reusing 99% of the panel components, that just sounds like a smart plan. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by GenesisGoldIRA.com. Heidi, did you know one of the most notable announcements at Apple's recent event for developers is the company's plan to tweak their iPhone autocorrect feature, part of the new iOS 17 that's coming out. If you ever send a message and it was supposed to say one thing that we can't say on the radio, but it comes out saying another thing, a common expletive gets changed to ducking, D-U-C-K-I. And
that happens all the time on my phone.
Because that was built in. Now they're saying we're going to fix it so that doesn't happen, and you'll be able to turn that feature off if you really want to be vulgar in your text messages. So,
my phone has kind of figured out what I'm saying now.
Yeah, your phone thinks you're a drunk sailor. So, all right, we don't know everything, but now we know this. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. Adventures of Jackie Payton and Nancy Bowtine are set to resume with the revivals of Nurse Jackie and Weeds, now in development. Showtime planning on bringing these two very successful comedies back. And also says the hit revival of Dexter is kind of...
Dexter, I've heard really good things. I've not watched it. I really need to.
They brought that back, and we had somebody on the program from Dexter. And that's done very, very well. So they're going, you know what? Let's dig through our closet and see what else we have that's maybe time to come back. Ellen Pompeo, I don't know if I'm saying it right. She left Grey's Anatomy, but she said it might not be a complete goodbye. She's been here 19 seasons.
I'm surprised that's still on, quite frankly.
Yeah. So she said her character, Meredith Grey, She's not saying a complete goodbye. There's a possibility that something might be in the works. And good health news for Danny Bonaducci. Brain surgery went well, so there's some really good things that are coming there. And just as the trial was ready to begin, Tuesday it was revealed that Cuba Gooding Jr. settled with the accuser. That whole story has me very, very sad because I used to just think the world of him. And I hope that it's not true, but it kind of sounds like maybe something was going on there. So, all right, that is your big screen, little screen report brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If that's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current one. Whether you're a fan of iPhones or Samsung, they both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Nearly 1,000 fathers were surveyed, 52% actively grill and barbecue, making barbecue accessories one of the most popular items to get for Father's Day this weekend. Hint, hint. Heidi, how you doing? No, I honestly, I got a really cool gift from Heidi a month ago, probably, because she...
A little over a month ago.
She couldn't wait to
I couldn't. I'm terrible with...
It was a custom painting that she commissioned from somebody who apparently had a lot to drink before they looked at our photos, so...
I love it so much.
It's a really quirky, cartoony picture. And it's adorable. And we've got a room in our house that has a bunch of bizarre things in it. Well, most of our house has a bunch of bizarre things in it. I pretty much live in Pee Wee's Playhouse. And the painting looks really good. So, Heidi, thank you for that wonderful Father's Day
You're very
gift.
welcome.
And you know how it is. You're driving alone in the car, and the perfect song comes on. And suddenly the sun is brighter. The grass is greener. Before you know it, you look down and you're going, whoa.
The air is crisper.
I'm driving a little faster than I should be. Or the music you play during your workout results in a personal best and you hardly even broke a sweat. Well, new research says that it's not only a happy music that can affect your mood, but they say, here's a really cool surprise. Researchers say that listening to sad music can also make you happy. Does that seem weird?
Yeah, that seems weird.
Listening to sad music makes certain people feel sad, but it was also found that doing so can impact your mood in a positive way by allowing you a sense of connectedness is what it is. One of the lead researchers say the value of sad music lies in its ability to create a sense of connection. And it's that sense of connection which is what makes listening to sad music really great, end quote. Researchers say that we may love sad music for the same reason we might value sad conversations, the sense of genuine connection. So, fascinating stuff. Scoop of the day comes your way, courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To save money on insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. Do you have the best plan for you? Find out at InsuranceChicken.com. Let's face it, we don't even want insurance. We need it. But you don't need to overpay. Head over to InsuranceChicken.com to see your rates from several different companies. All available in one place at InsuranceChicken.com. The other guys have a gecko, a duck, and an emu. Why not a chicken? InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Excited to visit with Jordan Goodman, America's Money Answers Man. And we talk to him about once a month and get kind of caught up on everything financial. And there's so many things going on right now, Jordan. I don't even know where to start, but maybe we start with the debt ceiling, because last time we talked, that was a giant question mark. We think that's kind of worked out now, right?
At the last second, as usual, they passed a bill which suspends this debt ceiling. That doesn't give a specific number that they can hit. Up until January 1st, 2025, I think they're going to borrow about $4 trillion, actually, between now and then to keep things going. And they're starting with issuing $1 trillion worth of Treasury bills in the next month or so, because remember, they haven't been able to borrow for 6 months, so they're trying to catch up for all the borrowing they normally would be doing, which would tend to put upward pressure on interest rates to put that much amount of new debt out all at once. As far as spending, it's not going to go down very much, maybe a little bit. Some things like defense are going to go up by 3%. The interest of the national debt keeps rising because we add debt and interest rates have been going up. So maybe it'll slow down the rate of growth. This is about all you can expect. But at least we didn't default on the national debt. That would have been a complete catastrophe.
So how does this affect my household and your household and the average person listening in the United States and around the world? Because there is an impact on every single person, isn't there?
Well, interest rates, I think, would go up because of this. We're adding to the debt all the time. But around the world, people still see us as the safest place around. So, we're borrowing these huge amounts of money, but people are willing to lend it to us. So it isn't causing a crisis right now. I think the Fed's going to keep raising interest rates this year because they're still worried inflation in their mind is too high. It's about 4.5%. They want it at 2%. So that means that what you pay on credit cards and student loans and home loans and business loans is all going to keep going up. That's a direct impact on your listeners.
Now, speaking of around the world, right now in the oil business, there's a lot of chatter about what's happening in Saudi Arabia. They're adjusting some things. Let's talk a little bit about that.
So the Saudis are worried that oil price has been going down too much, so they cut production by 1 million barrels a day to stabilize the price. And so far, it hasn't worked. So far, oil has been falling. It's about $70 a barrel. The feeling is there's going to be weak demand. I think it's already in a recession to some extent. We're doing decently, but it just shows you how volatile the oil market is. And it wasn't that long ago, John, that oil was $120 a barrel, and now it's 70. And I think it's going to stay in that area, if not go a little bit lower. So the Saudis maybe kept it from going lower even faster by cutting back on production. But oil prices, which is going to be good for us this summer. We've been seeing gas prices going up pretty sharply, and now that's going to moderate because crude oil prices are not going up that much.
And that makes a difference every single time you're at the gas pump when you're putting in gas, whether you're going on vacation or driving back and forth to work. It makes a difference on a daily basis, really.
It really does. And it's either a tax on consumers when the price goes up, or it's a relief when prices go down. Here we're going into the peak driving season, and I think it's going to be relatively moderate. You'll see things in the $3.50 range, something like that. As opposed to when we got up to $4 and $5 a year or so ago. So that's a good thing for consumers. And consumers have been out there spending a lot, and they'll have a little extra money because gas prices aren't going to go up that much.
I love that. So if somebody listening has questions or they'd like to know more, one of the things that I always like is they can go to your website, but you've got multiple books they can also read. And can they find those right on your website as well, Jordan?
Sure. And the easiest way to reach me is jordan@moneyanswers.com. That's my email address. And I'm always glad to answer questions from your listeners. Thank you. I'm always glad to help them, John.
Absolutely. And how many different books do you have? Is it 13 or 14?
13. 13, that's correct.
I thought maybe you wrote one in the last month when we didn't talk. So,
No.
Do you have any in the works right now, or what is the next?
No, I'm doing a lot of broadcasting and things. No more books right now. I got plenty of books out there.
There you go. Well, if people are looking for some answers, moneyanswers.com, again, is Jordan's website. Jordan, thank you for your time, sir.
Thanks so much, John. Appreciate it.
Absolutely. Again, Jordan Goodman, America's Money Answers man. You can find him at moneyanswers.com. Thanks for listening to The John and Heidi Show.
Give yourself a little credit.
It's more important than ever to have a better credit card. At bettercreditcards.com, we offer a variety of credit card options to fit your needs. Whether you want a card to give you cash back or a credit card to help you build your credit, we probably have it at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Give yourself a little credit. Go ahead and switch to bettercreditcards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Kangaroos keep growing until they die. So that's why kangaroos get so doggone big. Huh. That's crazy. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
GPS tracking does not work by the satellite tracking the object, but the object tracking the satellite.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a little backwards there. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
When you become really close to somebody, you can hear their voice in your head when you read their text messages.
That is true.
Do you hear I hear my dog shaking her collar. Do you hear my voice in your text messages?
I do.
We got our puppy dog here. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Lettuce is 97% water and 95% tomatoes. No, that's not right. Lettuce is 97. kind of lettuce is this? Lettuce is 97% water. Tomatoes are 95% water.
Okay.
And bread is 30% water. That makes a whole lot more sense than what I was thinking. Several fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Did you know you can allocate a percentage of your IRA to physical gold and silver with a tax-free rollover? You can put your IRA back on the gold standard. Genesis Gold IRA is the only IRA that can hold physical precious metals. Call now for your free gold and silver report and learn how to qualify for up to $10,000 in free silver. GenesisGoldIRA.com would like to help protect your IRA today with a simple phone call. Learn more and get the phone number at GenesisGoldIRA.com. That's GenesisGoldIRA.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com. Question for you, Heidi. Even though experts recommend against it, about 1/3 of pet owners do this. What is it?
Feed their dogs from the table?
No, but it does have to do with pets. Use their pet's name as a password.
Oh.
Yeah, about 1/3 of pet owners use their pet's name as a password. I have no passwords with our pet's names.
No, me either. Nope.
Yeah, none. Son.
Nope.
0. Go ahead and try hacking me. Huh? Mint Mobile.
Not with that, anyway.
No. Mint Mobile question of the day comes your way, courtesy of Mintervention.com.
How much do you pay for your cell phone every month? If that's more than $15, it's time for a Mintervention. Mint Mobile makes it affordable and easy to switch. Get a new phone or bring your current one. Whether you're a fan of iPhones or Samsung, they both work well with Mint Mobile. At Mintervention.com, you can see the current special offers from Mint Mobile, offering premium wireless for just $15 a month. That's far less than most people are paying. Just $15 a month. Learn more now at Mintervention.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. I don't know if this is weird news, but it's kind of bizarre news, maybe. Taco Bell is testing a vegan version of their popular Crunch Wrap. It's made with plant-based beef and cheese. Can they call it beef if it's plant-based?
I don't think so.
3 U.S. cities have been testing this for about a week. Customers in Los Angeles, New York, and Orlando have the option to order a vegan Crunch Wrap. The chain announced that Taco Bell has long been a favorite for customers who don't eat meat, thanks to their vegetarian substitutes like beans and potatoes. Nearly a quarter of the items it sold last year were vegetarian items.
Really?
25%.
Wow.
Taco Bell used pea protein, PEA, pea protein,
Sure.
and soy to make the vegan beef that is in the new Crunch Wrap. So, again, I don't know if this is weird news. Maybe it's just news, but it seemed a little odd when I first read it. But the more I think about it,
I mean, if that's
kinda
where their
makes sense.
sales are, then
Yeah.
it makes sense.
That
But
makes
I
sense.
won't be trying it.
I don't know. I don't know. Probably won't. Weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Weird hotel room service requests. These are all true things.
Fun.
I'm going to start at number 10. Somebody asked for eggless eggs.
Okay.
What is that?
Yeah.
Number 9, bison. You got any bison?
Oh, no, bison isn't weird.
It's why would they just expect they would have that for room service? That's something that's a very specific thing. Number 8, a rice bowl for dogs. Do you happen to have that at room
Well, you can order
service?
just a rice bowl and give it to your dog.
Do you have any no egg white omelets? So you just want yolks?
Okay.
Somebody asked for cockle popcorn. What is that?
I have no idea what that is.
Nor do I. Number 5, a raw fish that the guests brought with them. They asked, could you cook this
it?
fish?
Oh,
Neil.
interesting.
Number 4, can you bring me some boiled bottled water? I'm
Okay.
pretty sure my bottle's going to melt. They wanted a blowfish. Number 2, some melted ice cream. And the number 1 most bizarre thing.
Melted ice cream.
Yeah, diet water. Can you bring me some diet water? Sure. List brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Why did the chicken cross the road? To save money on insurance at InsuranceChicken.com. Do you have the best plan for you? Find out at InsuranceChicken.com. Let's face it, we don't even want insurance. We need it. But you don't need to overpay. Head over to InsuranceChicken.com to see your rates from several different companies. All available in one place at InsuranceChicken.com. The other guys have a gecko, a duck, and an emu. Why not a chicken? InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Quote today is from Harold Wilson, who said, "I'm an optimist, but an optimist who carries a raincoat." See, So you can be an optimist and still be
And
prepared.
still be prepared. Yeah,
Yeah.
like a Boy Scout.
So Heidi, by the way, is a bit of a pessimist.
I am not.
She says she's a realist.
I'm a realist.
No, you're a real negative
I am not
pessimist. I'm very much an optimist.
Oh,
I look at
yeah.
things and I'm like, oh, it's going to be amazing. And Heidi's like, this is going to be terrible.
And I call that naive.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know.
That's what I am. Quote of the day comes your way, courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of GenesisGoldIRA.com. Here's a headline. How a wounded war dog became an advocate for kindness and acceptance. What do you think of that?
Aww.
Courageous German Shepherd who sustained injuries during service in Ukraine has been given a second chance at life after being adopted in Hungary by the police department. Rambo, a 3-year-old German Shepherd, accompanied Ukrainian soldiers on the front lines. During a rocket attack, he was wounded by shrapnel, sustaining injuries that left him unable to continue his duties there.
Aww.
It was uncertain if he would even survive, but he did get emergency surgery that saved his life. After the initial surgery, Rambo was taken to safety in western Ukraine. And that is when they said, you know what? We're going to take him to rehabilitation. And after 8 months in rehabilitation, his jaw was reconstructed, his right ear was amputated, and several teeth were removed. But Rambo has been training now with the Budapest Police Department. And apparently this has been a really good fit. They say nowadays, unfortunately, it happens that children mock each other because they wear glasses, because they have braces, because their ears look funny or whatever, because they're different. With Rambo, we might be able to sensitize these children a little and show them that, yes, he's injured and he's different, but he can do the same thing others can do. Other dogs can do.
Right.
Isn't that cool?
I love dogs.
So they
much.
say that a lot of the time people will openly accept a pet that's got injuries or something different about them.
More so than people.
Yeah. So they're thinking this might be a really nice way for this dog to be able to continue helping and doing good things. And I'm looking at photos of the dog here. Rambo looks like just a sweetheart. He's missing one of his ears, like it said in the story.
Aww.
But what a sweetheart. I've got a link to the story if you'd like to see it. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great weekend. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show.